Hey, the name's Ellis, Tim Ellis, Private Eye. This is my office. This is my desk. This is my chair. These are my clothes. And this is my investigating license. You may ask, Tim, why do you need a license to investigate? Let me tell you, I don't know. I just know the name's Ellis, and always has been, always will. And I'm a private eye. This is my office. I'm sitting in my chair. You've already been acquainted, though. You see, there's this thing called short-term memory. It's when you say or do something and you almost immediately forget that you ever said it. Just like short-term memory. When you say or do something and you almost immediately forget it. Dames are like that. Dames and crooks. And there's one thing you learn in the private eye business, aside from never eating seafood in a landlocked state, is that dames and crooks have short-term memory. You know that, like when you forget something and you immediately forget that you ever did it? That's short-term memory. Some days are my good days and some days are not. Oh, may I help you, miss?
Does it look like I need help?
Well, that's for me to decide and you to determine.
You're so eloquent.
I'm a private eye, that's my job.
And that's why I came to see you, Mr. Ellis. I need help. I don't have much time.
Look fine to me. What is it? Brain fever? Cabin fever? Disco fever?
No, I meant I don't have much time to talk to you now. You see, I'm giving a party tonight for my husband.
Oh.
My late husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did he die?
Oh no, he's late. He should have met me here 5 minutes ago.
The car? Isn't parking the car in this city like a camel finding a needle in the camel's haystack?
Are you sure you don't mean a haystack?
Nah, I'm thinking about the straw that broke the last camel.
Oh. Anyway, back to my problems.
Yes.
Mr. Ellis, may I call you Mr. Ellis?
You may call me anything you like, except Frank. Frank was my war buddy's name.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why? You didn't name him. Ma'am, may I call you ma'am?
No, please call me by my Christian name, Lori. Lori Goldberg.
Miss Goldberg.
Lori.
Lori, I'm afraid I'm not following you. Why are you here?
I was just getting to that, Mr. Ellis. You see, I'm set to inherit $14 million from my dear old daddy. Problem is, somebody doesn't want me to get it and will stand at nothing to see to that.
Well, who's standing in your way?
Daddy, of course. You see, Mr. Ellis, he doesn't seem to want to die. The man's 66 years old and can't get the picture that maybe he should be 6 feet under. Get my drift?
Loud and clear.
You see, Mr. Ellis, I'm not a vicious woman. I only want what's best for my dear old daddy. You see, Mr. Ellis, my wicked mean stepmommy has convinced my dear old daddy that I think he's a wicked mean daddy.
Why would she say that?
Oh, she's a bitter woman. She wants it all for herself. You see, Mr. Ellis...
Miss Goldberg, Lori, I can see quite well, thank you. You don't have to keep saying, you see, Mr. Ellis.
I'm sorry. That's a bad habit of mine.
That's fine.
You see, Mr. Ellis, ever since I was a child, I was raised a little differently than everybody else. My dear old daddy and wicked mean stepmommy were all for non-gender gift-giving. Oh, they did wrap my presents in strawberry shortcakes, very, very pink wrapping paper, but they never gave me what I wanted. For example, other girls would play with Barbie and Skipper in the Mattel Pink Mansion, elevator included. I was given Tonka, Hot Wheels, Matchbox. For my bat mitzvah, instead of the normal trip to Israel that many of my young Jewish girlfriends from day school were getting, I got a trip to Pasadena and a year's subscription to Fly Fisher Weekly. For my sweet 16, while everybody else woke to find a car with a big pink bow around it in the driveway, I woke to find the complete Captain in Tenniel Anthology. On 8-track. They're against me. The whole world is against me. Help me, Ellis. You're the only one I can turn to.
What about your husband?
My husband? What husband? Oh, my husband. Yes, he's incarcerated.
I thought he was parking the car.
Car. He's in the car, sir. It's rated one of the best in the world by Auto Trend.
All right, spill it. The story. Tell me why you're really here.
Oh, I haven't the foggiest.
Look, I know your name's not... what's your name again?
Short-term memory.
You mean the kind that
Somebody said something and then you almost immediately forget that they ever said it.
Oh, you know it.
Know what?
Short-term memory.
Oh, yes. I forgot.
Why? Look, why are you here? Who sent you? What are your wants? What are your needs? What's your magic if?
I want you back, Timmy.
I beg your pardon.
Have the years changed me so much? You once said you loved me. That our love would go on forever and ever and ever. Where's that love now, Timmy? How could you forget all we shared? I was your fiancé! You left me at the altar on our wedding day! My dress was white. My tears were iridescent. Little Timmy Jr. just kept on asking, where's the man who bore me? Where's the man who gave me a very special part of himself to create my young life, which has just begun? Well, wasn't that special? Oh, the embarrassment, Timmy. The looks my rabbi and your priest gave me. I felt ashamed. I felt like I had done something horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. I felt like a failure. I felt like imitation butter. You cannot begin to see or understand or comprehend or conceive or realize or grasp or discern what I went through. I loved you, Timmy Ezekiel Ellis, and you abandoned me like a mother hamster abandons the runt of her litter and then eats him, or her, because she knows her child will never survive in this harsh, cruel, fierce, uncaring, bloodthirsty, yucky, yucky world. But I'm fine now! I've been to therapy. I pawned all of our wedding gifts, including the Cuisinart, in order to support myself and little Timmy. Now an insurance salesman in Dubuque. I'm doing well. And now for you. You piece of rubbish. You utter private eye. Your time is up, Tim. It's taken too many tiring nights to tear away my tears towards tirelessly turning up again and tearing your terrible eyes out. But I'm not bitter! I'm okay! And now, I'd like to ask you just one teeny-weeny question before I go off on my way. Back to a life filled with caviar and bowling alleys, and forget all about Tim Ellis, private eye, forever. How could you forget me?
Short-term memory.
Oh!
What did I tell you? Dames are trouble. That's what I told you. Or I think I told you. You see, there's this thing called short-term memory. It's when you say or do something, you almost immediately forget that you ever did it. That's a problem of mine. What's this? Where did she come from? Oh well. This actually happens quite a lot actually, around here. People appear, people disappear. People come and go around here so much. It's just one of the dangers of being a private eye. And I am one. Tim Ellis, private eye. This is my desk, this is my chair, and this is my office.